Hi, everybody, and welcome back if you are returning, and welcome if this is your first time. So, I just want to thank everybody for those who are watching and have been watching and leaving your comments. I enjoy engaging with you, and I hope to see more comments so I can engage with you and you get to know a little bit more about me. So, what do we have going on in the garden this week? Not a lot, but in the outside garden, not much has changed. But I do need to do a little harvesting because we're gonna have cold temperatures for the next 2 days. Um, Starting tomorrow, the temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day, and so I need to go out there and cover and like have a couple of radishes out there that probably need to be harvested, and then I just want some carrots, so I will be doing that. In the indoor garden, things are steadily growing. Is That's one of the reasons why I really love hydroponic gardening, and our eggplants are starting to flower. A zucchini is starting to flower. We have the chocolate peppers and the shatito peppers. They are starting to flower, so you get to see all of that. And everything else is going well. Everything is growing. I've changed some gardens around, which is I'm still in the process of changing gardens around. And also later on this week, we have an unboxing. So make sure you check that video out when you see it. So let's go ahead and get started with the indoor garden. And no, let's get started first with the outdoor garden, then we'll do the indoor garden. So enjoy. All right, y'all. We're out here in the outdoor garden. I did do some fertilizing of these, so hopefully they'll start looking better and maybe actually produce something. I don't know what's eating these plants. They were doing good, and now something is just starting to just really eat them up. I do think next year or in the spring, I need to do some things differently. One is make sure I amend these towers because I didn't do that, and I need to make sure I do that. I didn't really realize I needed to do that, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. One thing that I didn't show when I get down there to it. So this is the Brussels sprouts here. Here is the broccoli. Ooh, we have strawberries. I got to come out here and get to this later on because I know come tomorrow the temperature is going to start dropping and we are going to be down in the 20s for 2 days. Look at here, I have this cute little visitor. If I'm not mistaken, it is a ladybug, and I haven't seen ladybugs before, so that's really nice. And here's one right there, so I'm very happy to see those. Maybe whatever's eating my plants, they will eat them. Now, what I didn't show you was last week I planted out those broccolinis that I had in the hydroponic garden, and I wasn't sure if they was going to make it, and they actually are doing really good. They've been getting a little cold, so I'm definitely going to make sure I cover these because I don't want them to die. But they did good because do a I didn't harden them off. I just brought them straight out here, stuck them in here, and watered them real good. And they're still doing fairly well. We got carrots over here, and what is this? Radishes. I'm gonna come back later and harvest some of those, and I'm gonna pull the radishes, and then some of these carrots. They're starting to pop up. Where is it? I saw some coming up, but wherever the ones that I saw coming up, I'm gonna go ahead and pull those so I can have some of those to eat. The garlic is looking good. I wasn't expecting it to sprout so much, but it is looking really, really good. And the same thing again with the broccoli. And this is the other Brussels sprouts. I don't know why I can never remember, but hey, but that's what we got going on out here. But other than that, everything is looking fairly good. Um, and hopefully we'll get some food soon. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do some things a little different come this spring. All right, y'all, we're over here with the petunias. They're doing good. I did cut those back a lot last week, and as you can see, they are growing past the light again, which is that's fine. I just keep cutting them back so they don't get out of hand, because even though these are door size, they are getting really tall. Over here with the peppers, they are looking very good. We even have some peppers coming in. There's one right there. Here is another one right there. And we have lots of flowers. These are our chocolate candy cane peppers. And these have been growing for a total of 64 days. So they are coming along nicely. Over here, we have the cucumbers. Everything is growing good. We have lots of flowers, lots of cucumbers, as you can see, and lots of flowers. I did prune this back just a little bit. We also have our dill growing, and our chives, common chives, and our garlic chives. So we have that right there. Right here, we have our eggplant. It's doing really good. We have lots of little flowers starting to come in. So hopefully those will be blooming soon. This has been growing for 53 days. So it's coming along very nicely. All right, we got our purple bell pepper plants over here. They're doing nicely. And I actually cut four, harvested four last week. And you see how many more we have coming in. And I did prune this a little bit because it was touching the light. So I did that. Over here is our garlic, no, is our herbs hydroponic tire over here. Both of these in the front are the oregano. It's about time for me to cut those. I'll do that one day next week in the chives. And we have our tarragon and our basil. And down here we have the we have the marjoram. I'm still waiting on some of the things are starting to germinate back here. We have this rosemary. These are two red bunching onions. This is the celery, and back here is the rosemary. Lemongrass is starting to grow really good. These were a little late because I had to restart them, but they're starting to catch up with the other ones. Here is the lemon balm. As always, the peppermint always needs to be cut. So I'll get to that one day next week. Over here is our Tulsi basil. The spearmint needs to be cut. I'll probably cut it before I cut the peppermint because I don't like to cut them in the same week. And down here is the lemon mint. I harvested quite a few peppers last week. If you looked at the short that I made, you can see that harvest that I did. So I still got plenty more. They have turned colors. It's almost time to cut those. Down here, I'm still waiting on the Jimmy Nadello and the jalapenos to germinate. Over here, I harvested quite a few tomatoes. Also, I still got some more that just came in this week to turn colors. We have lots of new flowers over here. So those will be doing. There's still some green ones over here. Which one pepper is this? This is the banana pepper. It's doing really good. It's been growing for 29 days now, so that's doing really great. Over here, the same thing. We got more flowers coming in, and it's quite still green tomatoes on here that would need to turn. And then over here is our eggplant, and it is just a blooming. We have flowers coming in, so that means eggplants will be coming in soon. That might be one, or it's a flower. We will see. And here are our shatita peppers, which is, we have quite a few flowers coming in over here. And both of these have been growing for, let's see, the shatita, both of these been growing in 65 days. So they're coming along nicely. Last but not least, our microgreens. I'm not sure if I like this material to grow them on. They didn't do as well as the other material that I've been using. Like I said, this was just an experiment, but these are beet microgreens, which is, I love to eat those. Here are our baby greens, and they're coming along nicely. I need to go ahead and harvest some of those before they get too big. And then here is some more Thai soy. So that is coming along very nicely. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our garden tour for the week. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, if whatever holiday you may be celebrating this month, please do it with love, with family and friends. And as always, live, laugh, love, grow. Oh, but first, I have a little sneak peek for you. Here are my little goodies that I have gotten in over the last couple of weeks. So I have a lot to unbox. So make sure you check out my video later on in the week so you can see that was the GreenStalk mystery box that just came in today. I got these during whatever sale just came up, and so with these also doing after Thanksgiving and everything. So I have lots of stuff to, like I said, unbox. So make sure you check it out. Until then,